Awesome. We're back, and this is Pamela with Pamela's Tarot Tales. We're doing 31 Days of Tarot by Ethony for 2019. We're on day 8, and as you guys can tell, I'm powering through recording these. I'm going to be traveling for a week in January, and I want to go ahead and just get these done. So I'm excited to share these with you, and so, today's prompt, day 8, is the top 5 wish list. Top 5 decks on my wish list. So I don't have 5 on my wish list, which I think is a good thing. I really want to focus on working with the decks I have, kind of curating my current collection, deciding if they are for me and working decks, or if I want to eventually move them on, how I want to work with them and get to know them. So that's mainly my focus. However, that being said, I do have 3 decks that are on my wish list. The top one is the Tarot de Marsiglia Swiss by Il Monagello. That deck, that deck is one that every time I see, I'm like, what is that deck? I have to have it, and I haven't bought it yet. I probably will get it eventually, but sometimes I like to leave things on my wish list so that I know if they're really truly something I want, or if it's just more, kind of immediate gratification kind of thing. So that one's been on my wish list for probably 6 months or better. So that one will probably eventually be in the collection. The next one is the Vandenborre Tarot, which is also a Marseille style deck, a pip deck. And that one hasn't been on my wish list very long, but it's something that every time I see, I'm like, oh, maybe. So it's there, but I'm not sold on it yet. And I think it's actually kind of a little bit hard to get. There's a limited print run, so it's a possibility. The other one is Clair de la Lune or Lenormand, and that one is something that I definitely want. It's really beautiful. I don't know how my adventures with Lenormand are going to go. I feel like I don't want to start doing a deck frenzy kind of collection, but I do find that I respond to different decks, even though Lenormand is more of a system. But I read everything intuitively. So while I know I want to learn the system, I know that I'm also going to read things intuitively because it's who I am. It's what I do. It's how I read. So I don't think that's a bad thing, and I don't think that I have a problem with that as long as I do know the structure in the system. So I'm working on that. With that being said, the Clair de la Lune is just it's kind of black with a little bit of color and mostly white, but it looks like it's at night, and it's really beautiful, and I think it would just be really nice to have. And I think it's going out of print, or has gone out of print. I don't know, but that's on my wish list. And that's it, you guys. And so I'm actually really excited because for me, what that means is that, one, I have been gifted and or purchased a lot of decks this year. And I've been blessed in many ways for that. So, and 2, that means that I'm starting to understand really more so what's going to resonate for me and what's going to be good readers, and start understanding how these things work. And even though you may get a surprise deck every once in a while, like the Star Tarot was for me, I'm glad to not constantly be wanting more. I really want to spend this year working with the decks that I currently have. And I got a lot of things on my wish list in December, or November, December. So a lot of those things will come into play for this year, for 2019. So thanks. See you on the next one.